Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of Coffee with Craig show. Every month, we're always covering recruitment and the recruitment market with Mark Twomey from Tara Consulting. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Craig. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. We missed December because of all the holidays and everything.
Yeah. It was quite a busy period, and obviously December it's a bit of a wind down towards the end of it. There were a few new starters in December, and I think we might cover some of them here. But new year, and it looks like we're starting where we left off last year.
Starting strong, good. Well, December 30 or January 31st, whatever your month was. January 31st. So here we go, kicking off the end of the month and starting February. So let us know what's happening on the market.
So as I said, the year has started extremely busy again. It's like this every month. Typically January, because it's it's a kind of a symbolic time of the year for starting.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've seen over the last from the shows that we've done every month, there's lots and lots of people starting, so it's all been spread out.
Mm-hmm.
The market is extremely busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of hiring,
mm-hmm.
a lot of new guys coming into the market as well.
Right.
Developers, funds. The residential sector is really
a whole new pot of money.
Yeah.
The resident and development.
Development. Retail seems to be kind of picking up again a little bit. There's been some interesting transactions on that market. So all that kind of gets people back to hiring and developing. And so let's jump into some of these guys who started in the month of January. The first one we'll talk about is Madejak, who started with MDC Squared with Hadley Dean and Jeremy Cordroy. Maciej has joined as Chief Development Officer and founder, so he's one of the three original guys who developed this business. And we know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw Hadley said that Maciej had been personally responsible for developing something like 5% of the Polish logistics market projects on Poland. So he's done a lot. Previously developed 4 million square meters of industrial stock in Poland. So
Maciej's name's always come up over the years on projects. I'm sure.
So that's kind of the final piece of the jigsaw in the senior management in MDC. So that as we've seen that they're flying, they've got new investors. And working with Fortress as well, and getting on with stuff. So that's great. Moving along, another Maciej Rojowski, who has joined GLP as business development manager. Another logistics. Maciej was with Axi Emo for 5 years.
Right.
And previous to that was with Bannatyne for another 2 years. So he's been around for a while as well.
Right.
So a good move for him. Moving over to, not just Czech, but also CE, Harry Bannentine.
Based in Czech, yeah?
He's based in Prague. Harry's been in Prague for probably the last 10,
forever,
12 years.
Yeah, a long time.
With JLL, and then with more recently for the last couple of years with Colliers as a partner in the Colliers business in Czech Republic. Harry has joined CTP. Joined Raymond as group client coverage and business development, which I would assume to mean that he's covering the entire region.
Right.
Great move for Harry. I know he's worked with CTP and Raymond for a long time, so they know each other very well.
Yeah, on the agency side, for sure, he was doing deals.
Exactly. So great move. Well done, Harry. Moving along again. More logistics. Maciej Krzyżak, who's actually promoted in 7R to development director. So he's been 3 years with 7R. So nice promotion for him to take over the lead of the development team in 7R. And as we talked about before, they're just doing so much at the moment. It's moving along, kind of coming out of logistics a little bit, Jan Trybulski, who has joined Kajima Europe as investment director, head of Poland. my understanding, now I could be wrong, that Jan is Kajima, as we know, they obviously focus on workplaces, logistics, living, social infrastructure, regeneration, renewable energy. So they do a lot of different stuff. Now I'm just making the assumption here because Jan had spent 6 years with Griffin before joining in the Resi for Rent side, and I know Kajima are obviously moving into the residential sector. So I'm assuming that Jan is going to kind of come in and
take over that part.
Yeah. So at least that'll be kind of part of his role.
Well, yeah, you got the investment arm of Kajima, or the investment company of Kajima, and of course the construction that would probably help them with the construction of some of these projects, I would imagine.
So that's a good move for Jan.
You know, if they're putting someone in Poland, they're looking at Poland pretty closely, aren't they?
Moving along, slightly different. Agata Jurek, Zbrojska, who started as partner head of real estate and construction for CMS. She was previously with Greenberg for almost about 5 years. And I've noticed the legal teams are also all kind of. There's been a lot of movement with the legal teams recently, and CMS is one of those that has started kind of build up their team again. And they seem to go. These legal firms kind of seem to go through peaks and troughs, so I guess CMS are on the roll again.
Yeah, bringing Agata back is like we're back in real estate and construction. I mean,
I don't think they ever. They obviously didn't. They never left it, but Agata is a big player, big legal name. Right. So it's a big coup for them to get Agata.
Good to have her back, and they were sponsoring our retail awards even, so you could see that the team was there. Making contacts.
Great. Another one is Marta Świątkowska has been promoted to head of construction for Value Rail Group. These are I believe, a relatively new player into the market. I think, from my understanding, I think they are Hungarian based. At least their management seems to be Hungarian. And they're basically real estate consultancy, design, engineering, and project management. And it kind of makes sense for a company like this to come in, because when you look at the Hungarian companies that have entered the market, so like the Wing and these guys, so
Futo Real.
So there's a lot of the Hungarian companies coming into the market. So a Hungarian project management company to come in and to work with those companies who they already know from Hungary.
That's right.
Kind of makes sense.
You go where your clients are.
Exactly. So good for her.
We'll keep our eye on them then.
Edyta Ledzion has joined Tétris as Associate Director for Office Corporate Clients. Edyta was 10 years with CBRE before as an Associate Director in the project management. So again, more project management, more services leading into that side. I think all of these project management design companies are all growing.
I mean, Tétris is just booming the last couple of years, right? With remodeling the hotels at the beginning when everything was closed and they could do the hotels, now the offices, and just continue running through it.
So they're all really busy from Arcadius, Leeds, all these guys.
Sure.
And then finally, Kamil Krepa has started a new position of Head of Leasing and Asset Management at TTJ, which are a Krakow-based developer asset manager. I think they're more for family business. So it was actually a promotion for him because he had been there for 6 years as head of leasing. So it's a good promotion for him. As I said, really, really busy month, and it's just, it started as it means to go on, and I think we're going to see a really, really busy year for just the sector. All the predictions are saying it's going to be even busier than last year. So long may that continue.
Right. So I guess that you would be getting a lot of interest in getting project managers, right? And even I would imagine even some of these guys are like, we don't care what they managed, just as long as they manage some project, we've got something for them.
A lot of these,
hard to find those guys,
particularly in project management. Like a lot of the skills are transferable. So whether you're building, I know some sectors might be a bit more complex than others, but the process is generally quite the same, particularly from development in acquiring the site, bringing through the legals, the due diligence, and then the development, the tendering process. So a lot of the stages are quite similar. So.
Right. If you've developed a shopping center, you might be able to do a warehouse.
Yeah,
for example,
Might be could be more difficult the other way around, but in general, in theory, yeah.
Great. Well, Mark Twomey, CEO of Tara Consulting, thank you once again for joining us on I always know when it's the end of the month because you come join us and do a great show, and you brought the sun with you, which is also nice to see. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show, and stay well, stay healthy, and we will see you tomorrow. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.